There's a lot of practical, real life skills that you don't learn in school, whether you do online schooling or in person schooling. One of those skills is negotiating. You'll need that skill definitely in your two out of three biggest purchases, which is your home and your car. If you don't have any idea about negotiating, when you buy a car and when you buy a home, you will get the bad end of the deal. And so what I want to share in this video is some insights from a 40-year-old man that has gone through some negotiations. Some I failed, I got the bad end of the deal. Some were fair and some I did a little bit better. Okay. First, I want to just say basic things about negotiating. The reason most people fail is because they don't even want to know anything. They just want to get their car, they just want to get their house, and they don't want to put effort in. If you don't put effort into your life, you will get the equivalent energy back. Like you hear the saying now in a philosophized way, because now with Instagram posts and memes, everyone's a philosopher. You hear like, oh, I felt the energy wasn't good. Well, if you don't put any effort, that's energy. If you don't put any effort into your life and learning a little bit, you're not going to get any back. Okay, so it's like, you got to put something in. So first, understand what is negotiable and what is not. Example, when you go to the gas station, you can't negotiate that you don't want to pay $2.50 for regular gasoline. You're only going to pay $1, and you're not budging. Gasoline prices are not negotiable for the average consumer. You don't go into Walmart and say, I'm not paying $4 for diapers. I'm only going to pay $2. What are you going to do? Things that are negotiable: cars, houses, commission amounts. The first thing I want to tell you is that when you buy, and definitely when you sell, you negotiate with the real estate agent their commission fees. If you don't, you're getting screwed. Respect is part of good negotiation. Respect your real estate agent, respect your car salesman. Respect yourself, okay, in knowing that you can negotiate cars and you can negotiate commissions for selling real estate. Not just how much you're going to buy a house, how much you're going to sell, how much are the real estate agents going to get? When you list a house, you don't have to give the real estate listing agent 6%. That's standard, 5 or 6%, especially in good times, even in bad times. You can say, no, I'm only going to give 3%. That's what I negotiated. 1.5% commission to the buying agent and 1.5% for the seller. And you don't say that demandingly, but you say that that's what your expectation for this relationship, business relationship is. And if they don't accept it, there's a million other real estate agents. A million. There's a million other car lots. We get emotional when we're dealing with a big purchase. Most people are emotional, not logical. And I felt it. I've been on the car lot the past couple days. And when you go on the car lot or when you buy a house, it's different than when you fill up your car with gasoline. Again, the price of gasoline is not negotiable. Cars and real estate is. And so when you go in the car lot, you fall in love with something. Like you see a beautiful woman, you fall in love with her. But you are falling in love with the idea of her, not the reality. Not how it's going to be after 2 years, 2 kids, arguments, hair falling out, sickness, disease, hating each other. You see the new car, glossy shining under the car dealer lights. They offer you free water. Okay. Free water, they try to incentivize you like, oh, we care about you. It's all about, knowing that you can walk away. Emotions tell us that we have to have. I have to have that person. I have to have that car. I have to have that house. Why? In life, you own nothing, even when you buy it. Even when there's a piece of paper that says a title. Even when there's a piece of paper that says, this is the deed to your house. Why do they even issue a deed, a piece of paper, or a PDF copy? Because psychologically, you need to emotionally see something, like a certificate when you graduate college. You need to see a gold embroidered like emblem on the top of a certificate. You need to hang it on your wall. I had some certificates. I hang them on my wall. I have a certification of a master electrician. It's an emotional thing. Okay. Guys, you found out that you can marry someone. All you got to do is go online, spend $50, and now you're a pastor. Okay. You're a part of the Universal Psychopath Church. You can marry your lesbian drug addict sister. That's true. Okay. So what I want to tell you is, you don't go on the car lot. You don't go to the real estate agent. You don't go to whatever you're negotiating. And don't waste time negotiating small amounts. Okay. You should never negotiate, okay, anything, come on, under $100. Even I would say under 1,000. Like I say, if you drive 5 miles to save 5 cents on gasoline, you're not a negotiator. You're a cheap bastard, and you don't have enough income. Okay. You're waiting for stimulus. Big difference. Negotiation is for people that understand finances and want to be better. Even if you're poor, even if you're in debt. If you don't even want to know your credit score, negotiating is not for you. Getting whatever you can afford is for you. Okay. Dollar Tree is for you. Okay. And nothing wrong with Dollar Tree. Nothing wrong with not wanting to know about finances. But you have to want to know a little bit. You want to put some effort in, because that's what you're going to get out. Okay. If you don't put anything in, if you're lazy, if you're a security guard at night watching Netflix, you're not negotiating. Okay. You're just trying to get through the shift. And that's why I got 20% car loan interest. I had a 25% car loan on one of my vehicles because I was unprepared, I wasn't managing my money right, and I was desperate. You can never negotiate when you're desperate. And this isn't about the art of the deal, the Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, he didn't show respect to anyone. He just America first, and that backfired. Okay, look at the coronavirus, look at the disaster. The best negotiators say, look, if you don't want to sell me the car at this price, I could totally respect that and understand that. And thank you for your time. You tell a real estate agent, look, I'm here. I'm not going to guarantee you I'm going to give you the house for a listing, but I would like to know, what about you? I'd like to know this is what I'm thinking of selling a house for. And then I would like to discuss the commission fee. I would like to present to you that 3% total, 1.5% for you, 1.5% for the buyer. Do you accept that? If you don't accept that, that's fine. There's another one. Guys, when I was a contractor, and sometimes I would give a higher bid, and I never made people feel like they had to accept my bid. I said, if you don't want to accept it, you can go, this is what my price is. But when you're desperate for a job, when you're desperate for a commission, when you're desperate, you don't have options. And I've been desperate. I've been, in debt. Okay. So, guys, look, you're going to go through all those cycles. You have to try to remember the pain. You have to try to remember when you couldn't even get a ride off the car lot because you didn't have a car. You were that desperate. I've been there. Okay. And you're going to be one of the people that they prey on, predatory lending. Okay. Negotiation is more about understanding your economics, understanding the economics of the issue that you're going to negotiate, okay, and remembering the pain of your past failures so that you can subsidize or alleviate the over emotion of feeling out like you have to prove that you can buy the car. You have to prove that you can buy the house. You can't let it go to someone else. I tell you, be embarrassed. I tell you, go there with, be a window shopper. Say, look at this cheap bastard window shopping. I say, oh, praise the Lord. Thank you. Because let me tell you something. Never purchase anything over $1,000 without waiting 2 to 3 days. And usually I say 5,000, but anything over 1,000, definitely 5,000. You should never purchase the same day. You should never get excited to go on a car lot and purchase something. Never. Because then you're desperate. And that shows a bigger problem in your life. And I had bigger problems in my life. You're going to be in both. Negotiation is more about understanding credit scores, understanding what you have in the bank account, understanding your budget for your month, understanding how hard it was to get out of debt, understanding what your future goals are. Now, most people are lost because they just want to know what's for dinner. Okay. And guys, that's what it is. Most people don't want to hear any of this shit. They want to know what's for dinner, what's the drama. Oh, let's see if Inspirational Nomad can curse off some people tonight. That's what most 80%, 90% of society feed on. Drama, gossip, and bullshit. Because it's better than looking at their life. People don't want to look at their life. They want to look at your life. Okay, that's why most people are anonymous. That's why most people don't have thumbnail pictures. Why? They want to look at other people's life. That's okay. Let them look. But don't be a fucking circus. Okay. You know, you can be entertaining, but have some information. What's the information tonight? Do you know your credit score? Do you know your monthly budget? Okay. Are you willing to walk away from something, or are you desperate for something? Are you trying to negotiate saving 5 cents on gasoline? And you're going to pay an extra $5,000, $10,000 for a car, okay, because you're not positioned right. You're not studying. You're not doing anything. Tony, don't upload a picture, brother. It's a disaster out here. That was just, you know, don't take some of this personal. You don't have anything to prove. You have nothing to prove. Look, guys, don't upload. And I tell you, if you're not being monetized, don't upload a picture. Keep your privacy. If you're not making money from social media, disclose as little as possible. Why? Why sacrifice your biggest negotiating tip? Guys, your privacy, your data is the reason that social media makes money to sell to advertisers. So if you're not making money from that social media platform, why give away your data? That's your negotiating chip. So, look, if you decide to be a YouTuber and you want to strip and you want to see how many psychopaths you can get excited about life, okay, while making minimum wage or nothing, then go for it. Okay, that's the risk you take. But if you're not, and I haven't always been there, and I definitely empathize with my younger viewers. If you're younger, it's very mentally challenging to be a public figure. Very mentally. It's like you saw with a lot of children stars in previous generations, they would turn into drug addicts or have mental problems because if you have too much fame too young, you don't know how to process life. Guys, as a 40-year-old man, I could barely process the psychopaths I got to deal with on YouTube and on social media. I shut off all my social media. Why? Because I said to myself, I said, well, I'm not getting anything in return. I don't want to know about some girl and her second kid. I don't want to know about the baby reveal. I don't want to know about my friend's father who's a Trumper, who's got, his children hate him. I don't want to know about fake pictures on hay rides and you drinking peppermint lattes because you love that it's winter. When really you hate your husband, you're celebrating your 15th wedding anniversary, but it's just to prove to everyone, I'm still with him you thought I wouldn't be. I know you hate your family. I know you hate your kids, but I know you can't negotiate to give them back. It's too late. It's too late to negotiate after you sign the papers. Never sign until you have a clear understanding of the bottom line. Once you sign, you no longer deal with the sales rep, you deal with customer service. And customer service will leave you online all day. Because after the sale is made, you are in a different category of the food chain. Before the sale is made, you're at the top. Okay. Everyone wants to sell you a car. Everyone wants to list your house. Everyone wants your money. Okay. Once you give them their money, guys, no one give a fuck about you. Oh, yeah, call up customer service. This isn't something sales can help with. Oh, yeah, your car broke down. Go see the Porsche department. Sales can't help with that. Sales is into giving you a blowjob. Maintenance is into fucking saying, would you want again? Oh, you're going to have to come back next Tuesday. Yeah, you're going to have to drop your car off for a day. Keep it up, Bree. $2.99 super chat. Big guy giving me a kiss emoji. Damn it, Bree, you're a hot girl. Okay. You have all the butt ugly guys wanting to get with you, wanting to smell your panties. Yep. I guarantee you, Bree, there was some guys and they look pretty ugly and they got mental problems. And they would love to smell your panties. Okay. But you decided I'm too young to strip. I got to get my life together. Smart move. Because YouTube ain't paying that much. Okay? You got to put in a lot of work. You got to be consistent. You can't show up once in a while. I'll tell you, because they want to sniff your panties every night. And it's never enough. I guarantee you, Coconut's going to come in here. He's going to ask if you got an Instagram. Why? Because he hasn't masturbated. Okay. And when you're negotiating, guys, okay, never negotiate in a relationship. Like I tell you, there's some things you can negotiate. You can negotiate a car price, a real estate agent commission price. You can never negotiate someone their feelings. You can't say, well, I want you to call me once a week because I feel better with that. I want you to read my comment. You can't negotiate in relationships. The end of every relationship is negotiation. Example, date night. Date night is the ultimate sign your relationship is dead. You're negotiating, and usually your therapist, your marriage counselor, is the broker. She's brokering the deal. Oh yeah, let's make Thursday date night because we so much hate each other, we got to be forced to go out together. Get the fuck, guys, it's a disaster. You can't negotiate with love. And love is an emotion. Love is going on the car lot. You see this brand new car look good. You got the good panties on, tall, smart, charming. But after a couple years, I married this motherfucker. I sacrificed the best years of my life for Chris Brown. He beat the shit out of me. Okay. Rihanna got fat. Did you see Rihanna lately? She looked like shit. It's true. Chris Brown, basically serial abuser. Baby daddy. He's not husband worthy. Baby daddy worthy. Got a big dick and can dance. And all the women loved him. Rihanna, just a fat bitch. Okay, if she worked at Walmart, you wouldn't even look twice. That's true. That's true. You loved Rihanna a few years ago. You thought, oh my God, if I can marry Rihanna. Guys, even though she's rich, I'll probably pass. Okay. And you know right now, Chris Brown would destroy your life. So what I can tell you is just never negotiate with people about their feelings, their emotions. Okay, why? Guys, you can't negotiate that. I tried that. I sent this girl a 5 bullet point explanation in a text, and it took a few texts to send it because you can't send a big long paragraph on one text. I sent a few bullet points like, this is how I feel, this is what I want to talk about. You know what she did? She gave me not a one word, a 1-letter reply. The letter K. Guys, when you get the letter K as a response, they don't care about you. Okay. They're basically saying this motherfucker lost it. Okay. And you don't negotiate with people. Okay. You negotiate in a sales process. And once you sign the papers, you are no longer in the sales process. You are now in the customer service maintenance department, parts department, complaint department. You're in the back of the line with all the other psychopaths that signed away 84 months, that signed away to 30 years of payments. So I want to try to save you tonight, not just from a bad purchase, but from a bad life. From a life where you stick your head in the sand because you figure, you know what? I could trust this car salesman. You know what? They gave me free water. They must really care about me. I can trust this real estate agent. They got a great review on Zillow. You need to respect your car salesman or woman. You need to respect your real estate agent, man or woman. You should respect all people. Respect yourself too. Know your worth. Don't talk crazy how I'm talking, guys. It's entertainment, but I'm dead serious in some of the shit I'm saying. But in my mind, I have similar waves of thought. I stay very disciplined when I'm dealing with people in public. I don't talk crazy. But I say, well, I'm not ready to purchase today. I need to get information and take a break. They don't want to hear that. Oh, what can I do to make it happen today? Nothing. I'm sorry. I respect that you would like to make it happen today, but I'm not ready. And I hope you can respect that. They don't like to hear that. Because car dealers know, they're taught this. Every car dealer salesman's taught this. If you let the person off the lot, they are 80% likely not to buy it. Not to buy it. They don't want you to go off the lot. Now, if you're broke with no credit and you're basically hoping they give you a loan, I've been there, then guys, look, you don't want to leave the lot because you ain't got no options, okay? And when you're butt ugly, you psychopath, and you're so attached to this person, you don't want them to, you don't even care if they give you the letter K. You're not ready to leave. You're going to get a restraining order. Sometimes you got to remember your pain. Remember your past. And sometimes you got no options. When you got options, never go back to acting like you ain't got options. I worked my whole life to get to a point where I got more options. I discipline myself so I keep as many options as possible. Because you're always going to need them. You're always going to need your options. That's what minimalism is about. See, some people, they go buy storage units, they go buy storage bins to start minimalism. You don't do that. When you're ready for minimalism, you buy garbage bags. Because you need less stuff so you can get more options. I don't know how in God's name of this earth, I don't know how in the name of Joe Biden, a person in poverty waiting for another stimulus check can be spending $200 a month in a storage unit. It's a disgrace. It's a mental disorder. I don't care. I know some people disagree. This is my channel. I'm gonna speak on it. The storage unit, okay, is the ultimate capitalist game. Okay, but damn sure ain't socialism. Because guys, I don't know why anyone broke would be paying to store stuff they ain't never gonna use. Okay, never. I know people living in a hotel that got a storage unit. It's a disaster. I don't want to talk about it. You can't negotiate with storage units. They got you. Because once they got their stuff, they got your mind. You have no options. You don't have any options until you're willing to walk away from something. If you're not willing to walk away from your stuff, what if the storage unit goes up another $100? You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. Okay? Like, I remember, I had a little bit of issue. I bought rims off some guy from the street, and I had some problems with him. And it got to a point where it was beef. And he was a real player. And I wasn't going to go to that next level. So I had to take it in the ass. You always got to remember, look, guys, you get to a point where you got to make a decision. Is it worth going to the next level of engagement? Okay. But sometimes you have to realize that, if a guy is in the street, you're not going to push it too much. And if you are so attached to your things, you're not going to, what are you going to do to the storage unit guy? You ain't going to do shit. You ain't going to do shit. Because the other storage unit, they're going to charge you pretty close to the same. You're a prisoner. If you need that car so much, you can't walk off the lot. You love the color. You love the sunroof. You love the leather. You ain't going to do shit. You stuck. If you love that person so much that you cannot live without them, you ain't going to do shit. You're going to sit there, take the abuse. Emotional, mental, everything. You don't give a fuck. Because you don't know respect for yourself. You don't respect yourself. That's the truth. You don't respect your money. You don't respect who you are. You negotiating to save 5 cents on gasoline, and you're paying $200 a month for a storage unit. You're keeping some psychopath bastard in your life that looks at you like the fat Rihanna. That's right. He don't look at you like the good-looking Rihanna. He look at you like the fat Rihanna, washed up. Keep it up, Bree. $2.99 super chat. My 403B is growing, and my savings is nice. Well, I'll tell you this. When your money's growing, you might as well say, look, there's no better joy in the world to know that your money is growing to serve you. Like there's a scripture that says no better joy knowing that your child is living in the truth. And I'll tell you, for everyone single with no kids, there's no better joy than being single with no kids and having money growing. You got maximum options. When you got kids, you got limited options, at least till they're 18. That's true. That's true. Okay. There's a lot of people, they watch me, guys. They ain't got no options. They're living through me. Okay. You said, why would someone want to be living through a guy living in his car? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Okay. Most people aren't happy in life. You're negotiating with other unhappy people that are in debt. Most car salesmen, most car saleswomen, they aren't rich. They're at the bottom of the food chain. Most real estate agents, that's a side hustle. Okay. Or they're making great money now, but they're not managing their money. They're going to be bankrupt when the housing prices go down. Okay. You got to remember, you're looking to your doctor to give you medical advice. Your doctor is fat. Your nurse is smoking cigarettes. She dating some Chris Brown motherfucker. Okay. You taking advice from them. Now, yeah, you fucked up now, but you got to remember, you just got to read the back of the food labels. Okay. And you got to stop eating after 9 o'clock. Ain't much doctor can do other than emergency surgery. Okay. Now, look, I understand. Some people got thyroid problems and some people got I cannot solve I can only say focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can control. You can control real estate agent fees. You can control if you're willing to walk off a car lot. You can control who you allow in your life. You can't control the price of gasoline. We're talking about negotiating. See, that's the problem. People, this is the big, this gonna seal the topic. Then we'll go live comments. This is the problem in people's life. They focus on what they can't control because they want distractions from what they can control. They want to bitch and moan about gas prices going up and they want to save 5 cents, bitch and moan, but they don't want to focus on saving themselves $200 per month forever to get rid of storage unit. They don't want to focus on, instead of being scared of the coronavirus, what if you stop eating Chipotle? What if you stop eating DiGiorno pizza? Oh, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about how Trump or Joe Biden's going to change the coronavirus. Get the fuck out of here. What's the prayer of serenity, meaning the prayer of a sound mind? You focus on what you can control, and you give whatever you can control to the universe or to God or to the fat Rihanna, okay? Because the fat Rihanna done fucked up, okay? But I understand I was the fat Sammy. I still got wide ass, okay? And Rihanna started getting that money bag right. She was like, Bree, fuck, I'm going to be fat. I don't give a fuck. And I ain't mad at her. But you know damn well, you don't want to see Rihanna in some short shorts anymore. Okay. Now, some of you guys who like the real big chicks, you may like that, but look, Rihanna's not popping. Not. Hate to say it. And you know damn well, if she looked like Precious, she wouldn't have sold as many albums. You know it. Okay. So what I can tell you is this, guys. Okay. Who was that girl that was hot for a minute? She was on the movie Dreams or Dreamgirls with Beyonce. She was hot for a minute. She was a big chick. All the big chicks, oh shit. Now we're all going to be hot. No, you guys never turned out to be hot. I forgot her name. She was big for me. She had a great voice. She had a better voice than Beyonce, but she didn't look as good as Beyonce. It's true. Yep, Jennifer Hudson. Damn it, Hal, you're on fire. What happened to Jennifer Hudson, guys? I don't know. You know? Yeah. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know idea. When's the last time you look at Jennifer Hudson's Instagram? Coconuts. I guarantee you guys, you guys ain't looking at Jennifer Hudson's Instagram. She probably saying some smart shit. What's Rihanna talking about? Selling your jewelry? Guys, what's Jennifer Lopez talking about? Selling you a single? Guys, I'm talking about negotiating tonight. I'm talking about negotiating. Focus on what you can control. Walk away in respect to them and to yourself. And if someone doesn't respect that the deal is not good for you, then go to another lot. Guys, there's 1 million car lots. Go to another real estate agent. 1 million real estate agents. You got options. I remember, guys, I was 25. I was crying on my bed. I said, God, I really wanted this girl. And I felt like there was no other girl for me. Guys, there's 1 million girls out there. And girls, there's 1 million guys out there. We don't think there is, but there are. 1 million cars, 1 million houses. You say, oh my God, the housing market. I want this house. I want that house. Guys, you know how many houses there are? When the baby boomers die, it's going to be a housing glut. Glut. They have to push the interest rates to negative. I guess I'm going to take a hydration break, okay? Because I don't think most people got that. Why? I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like I don't think people listen. I don't think they listen. Well, it's all right. Thank you, Brianna, very much for Super Chats. Thank you to all my members. Go to live comments. Yeah, they ain't listening. That's all right. I don't care. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. All right, we're going live comments. My man Tony, what's up, brother? I appreciate you. He goes, Sammy, how's it going? Always negotiating. I ain't paying full price for nothing. 100 emoji. Let me tell you something. They got free water at the gas station. I don't need to go to the car lot to get free water. That's the biggest trick. Okay. They do it in church to try to evangelize people. Here's a free track and free water. I don't need that shit. I pay for my own. Okay. But sometimes the best negotiation is don't take free shit. Okay. Even I don't know what someone's selling me sometimes. Sometimes they're trying to sell me something. Let me give you this. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing, man. I don't want nothing. I'm good. I don't even make eye contact. I don't negotiate with panhandlers. There's some people you don't negotiate with. Okay. You don't negotiate with a psychopath. Now, if the psychopath got you locked in the school office, just keep your mouth shut, be quiet, and just, look dumb. Ain't much you can do. I had a psychopath, I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. But it's a psychopath. She was a psychiatrist in a psychiatric ward. She turned out herself to be a little bit wacky. She tried to talk a little nasty to me. I blocked her. But she used to tell me when she was in the mental institution, I thought she was there being a doctor. Maybe she was there locked up. I don't know. That when she had someone act crazy, what she would do is just keep her mouth shut. And sometimes, guys, when you're negotiating, keep your mouth shut. A lot of you guys, you know why you didn't get in the warm coochie? You talk too much. I did it to myself. When you're at the car lot, keep your mouth shut. Listen a little bit more. Every negotiation requires you let the other person talk a little bit more. Okay. And the same thing when you're trying to get in those panties. Let them talk. Because you ain't got nothing important to say. You ain't got shit to say. Okay. They don't want to be charmed. They want you to say a couple nice things that know that you're listening and then shut the fuck up. You're talking too much. This is negotiating. And this is the reality of life. So I know some people don't want the reality. They want the fantasy. They want the Hallmark Channel. What? I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. Burst your bubble. I'm sorry, Tony. Being my own boss, I'm always negotiating contracts. Got to. It's a boss mentality. I hate to say it, but leader, boss, whatever you'll say, for my band and the club owners. You know what it is. And you married a pharmacist. You negotiate a great deal, man. Yeah, you're a very good negotiator. You know, because you got the backup plan. Like, guys, being a musician is like being a stripper. It ain't easy to make money, man. So what do? You mitigate your risk. You want to be a day trader. What do? You got to mitigate your risk. So if you want to be a saxophone player, you can't say, oh, you got to marry a pharmacist. And then you can go and see what you can make on the side doing the sax. If you want to be a day trader, you got to have a full-time job. You have a savings account. You got no debt. And then you see what you can do on the side. Guys, part of negotiation is knowing your risk level. Okay? It's knowing your financial aptitude. Okay? See, some of you guys, you know, you'll marry a cashier. You don't care. You're just looking for companionship. You're looking for an emotional service dog. Anyone to talk to me? Someone talk to me. Guys, that's desperate. You're desperate. You want to pick up desperate people? Oh, yeah. Guys, I'll tell you right now, you feel like you want to help the world. I got some people come live with you. Yeah, you'll turn to a Catholic. You'll vote Republican next election. Some of you people out there think you can save the world. I got some people, I have them come live in your house. You'll vote the Republican the rest of your life. That's what happened. Yeah, it's true. So what I can tell you is this, guys. Dangerous world out there. He goes, I take no low balls or excuses. Well, yeah, you married a pharmacy. You mitigate your risk, man. You got money. That's what you can do when you got the power. Kathy, hey Sam, how was your day? I appreciate you asking that, Kathy. How was your day? I will say overall today was a positive. So what do I do when I get a positive day now? Well, I don't say, oh, no, today was a positive day. Tomorrow's got to be a bad day. It can't be always positive. I just take a good positive day when I can get it. I say, thank you, Lord. I still do thank God, even though I question God. I do thank him. And I just enjoy it as best I can. I still got issues in my life. I still got a cracked phone, still got a broken sunroof. If you're waiting for everything to be... See, I learned as I get older, I got to live with a little bit of imperfection. I got to dance in the rain. Okay. Now, some of the people, they say, oh, I love that dance. You got to learn to dance in the rain. And they've been in their house for 2 years. They never left it. Never been in the rain. When it rains, they go, oh, no, it's raining. I can't go for a walk. Guys, I was raining, and I had no sunroof today. It was pouring on me, okay? Guys, you got to learn to drive in the rain. Because when you got a broken sunroof and there's rain coming in, can you still be happy? I was happy. I got no debt. Yeah, I was happy. Good job. Bryce, what's up, Bryce? Are you at the hospital, brother? Greetings, brother. Praying that you're at that hospital, brother. Good to see you. Tony, how do you upload a pic? Don't do that, man. Don't give me your data unless you're going to start a YouTube channel. Bryce, how many days do you wait till you purchase your phone? 0. Because for me, I do all you can do a phone research all online. You can't negotiate the price of a phone unless you're going to buy it on eBay. So I buy it from the Sprint store, now T-Mobile. And you can't negotiate that price. It is what it is. Unless you're going to buy it on eBay. I don't do that. So I allocate, whatever a new phone is every year or once every 2 years. Why? Because it's the biggest asset you have, okay? You can work from it. You can entertain yourself from it. You can get emergency help. You can research. Your phone is the greatest asset in today's society. Greatest asset. You're talking to me right now through your phone. Some people say, oh, no, my children. Why aren't you talking to your children? Why are you looking at your phone? Yeah, your children ain't your asset. Don't lie to me. Motherfucker. I know. All right, hold on now, guys. And most plans now, they're just going to add anywhere from $20 to $40 extra a month on your cell phone account for 2 years. So I recommend you do it, guys. Allocate extra money for your phone, less money for your car or your house. Why? Your phone's more important than both. You know what I mean. Good job, Tony. You got a good point, Sam. You got a good wife, Martha. Agreed. People need to respect what is universal. Logical first. Second, their own logic. Third, understanding the logic of other party. Fourth, their other party's emotional vesting. Damn, you lost me at one. Never forget. Keep it simple. Don't try to understand every psychopath. Know your own situation, economically, emotionally, everything. And just don't try to get in the mind of the person you're dating. You know when I failed? I tried to get in the mind of the person I was dating. I tried to get in the mind of everyone else. Don't try to do that. Guys, I want you to watch the movie with Jennifer Lopez called The Cell. She tried to get in the mind of a psychopath so she can understand the logic to this, to that, and basically she almost lost her mind. Understand yourself is the key to all decisions. If you don't understand yourself, you can't understand anyone else. And that includes your economics and your emotions and your past mistakes. And when you go to the table, if you know yourself, you will not need to know the other person. You will just need to show a common level of respect. And even if you don't know anything about the person or what they're saying financially or emotionally, all you have to do is say, you know what? I need to think about this, and I hope you can respect that because I'm not comfortable with it. If they can't respect it, all you need to know is then that's not where you should be. If they say, okay, that's fine, let me know how you feel, then that's a good sign. You have to make the final decision. That's it. Keep it simple. 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 Skinny Rihanna style. Good job, Martha. Bryce. What's wrong with using social media as recreation? Well, it's like, what's wrong with using weed as recreation? Most people I know who smoke weed recreational, they're underperformers, they're lazy, they're apathetic, they get munchies, they got brain cells that are dead, and they hang around with the wrong people, and they watch the movie Friday too much. So social media, same thing. Guys, you see, I don't do live feeds for 15 hours. Why? Guys, you got to allocate a certain amount of time. You got to manage your time. Guys, people waste their time, and that's the problem with their life. They're up all night. I get the worst comments late at night. Why? Because that's when people are all wound up. Why? Because they woke up late, they didn't eat healthy and do shit, or they underperformed, and then they got all this energy at night. They're typing me 5-page essays, okay? And I'm telling you, look, I'm sleeping. I wake up and I see that shit, I block. I said, look at this bastard trying to change their life on social media. They should have woke up early. They should have been putting that energy into their life, not into my life. But people are ass backwards, Bryce. You'll figure it out. How? Fake holiday pics coming soon. Yep, I won't see them. Why? I ain't on social media. This is the only social media I got. And believe me, I ain't watching people living in a house and living with a family. I don't fuck with Instagram. I don't fuck with Facebook. I deleted all that. So what I do, okay, is I watch YouTube. And I don't even watch that much nomad stuff. I watch a variety of different things, quick, easy, but I don't spend too much time on it. Why? I'm busy living my life. Took a while to get there. Good job. Keep it up, Brady, damn it. I appreciate that tip. I'm working hard every day I show up. I show up on Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I'll show up at your baby's bar mitzvah if a $10,000 PayPal. Why? Guys, I'm a capitalist. Okay? And what I can tell you is people don't show up and then say everything should be free. Whoa, you slept late. There's some people that got up and showed up. Guys, you got to negotiate. When you need a job, when you're first starting off, you don't negotiate. I took minimum wage jobs. Okay? I took entry-level jobs. But after I got certifications, after I showed up straight for 10 years, I went to other companies. I said, look, this is what I want. And I was willing not to take the job if I wasn't offered the right thing. Now, you can't ask outside of the price range of that thing. So you have to know your negotiation, like what's the price range for that job. But if you're desperate for a job, you got to take what you got to take. But then you build up. You don't just not take it, depending on your cert. You build up the experience. You get some certifications. Then you leverage that, probably with a different company. Because once you're with a company, very hard to go too far up. And once in a while, you got to change companies. And then when you get in it, don't change the company every 2 years. You know, you should stay, especially in the beginning of your career, you should stay 3, 5, 10 years with people. Okay? You got to build up some consistency. The number one thing people look at your resume is when you left your last job. Okay. And what's your track record? Do you have a new job every year? That's a bad sign. I don't care how many degrees you have. So if I look at Howell applies, he wants to be a project coordinator, okay, for an IT firm. I said, well, he worked at a hotel. You haven't worked at a hotel for since March, since the coronavirus. What have you been doing for the past 8 months? So, you can say, well, yeah, for 2-3 months, I've been on unemployment, corona lockdown. But now you're getting to the point where it's almost been a year. And I know me, if I was in, I've hired people. I've given like, we should hire this person, we should not hire this. And what I tell you is, if I see someone, okay, and they haven't worked in a year, even with the coronavirus, because I know people right now, I'm in the workforce. If you haven't worked for a year, that's a red flag, man. So we're going on a year. And if people haven't worked, guys, you're getting out of the workforce. You're going to be subject to DoorDash or Uber the rest of your life. Because the longer you stay out of the workforce, the worse it looks on your resume, and the less people want to give you a chance, and then you go back to the bottom of the totem pole. The reason you get into the bottom of the totem pole is because you're desperate, because you got no options. And sometimes you got to take it. I took it. But then you stay in the workforce, you get experience. I showed up during hurricanes when everyone stayed at home with their family. You build up consistency, you get some certifications, and then you got more leverage. And you apply for a job when you have a job, not when you're desperate. But, you know, you do what you got to do when you're desperate, but you know what I'm saying? When, you know, you apply for a job. The best time to apply for a job is when you have a job, okay? Because you're not desperate. That's when I got my best jobs. I didn't know. Look, again, I've been on both sides of the coin. I'm trying to tell you from experience. But what I'm trying to tell you right now, guys, if you have the opportunity, okay, you better get back in the workforce, because being in the workforce, it's like riding a bike. It's like doing anything. If you're not doing it, you get worse at it. It's like Rihanna, guys. It's not going to be easy for Rihanna to lose weight now. I don't think she'll ever lose the weight. Why? Because she got complacent. She's been on unemployment too long. When's the last hit single you heard from Rihanna? I ain't heard nothing in a while, man. When's the last time you heard something for Jennifer Hudson? I ain't heard shit in a while, and they got money. See, Jennifer Hudson and the fat Rihanna, guys, they can retire. They put in the work. But you got to look at fat Rihanna, and you got to look at Jennifer Hudson like you. Like, they got if they had regular money like you, and they stayed out of the singing game this long, I'm not checking for them. You know what I mean? You checking maybe from a new thing from Future. You checking from something from probably a whole new bunch of people out there. But you're not like, oh, where's Rihanna? Rihanna's eating cupcakes in Dubai with her Arab boyfriend. Okay? So, guys, again, if you don't have options, like if you're disabled, and I know Sabrina, if you're close to 60 or if you're 70, then guys, look, you're in a different point in life and your options are limited. It is what it is. But if you are in a different category in life, you guys, the different life. Guys, if I think Bree was in the medical field. Now, guys, medical jobs, you can get like this. So, get while the getting's good. Because once the baby boomers die, and most people are doing telehealth, guys, medical field may go down in 30 years. Right now, medical field going to be hot for the next 10, 20 years, hot. Wait till we eliminate real estate agent and car salesman. Guys, it's going to be a lot more unemployed. Because you think in 20 years, you're going to go to a car lot and negotiate with someone who just got out of rehab for how much you're going to pay per month? Hell no. You're going to do it like you buy on Amazon. You think you're going to go to a real estate agent who's a middle school teacher and she does real estate on the side. You think you're going to go to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house and negotiate with her? Hell no. You're going to go on your phone, which you should spend the most money for. It's your biggest asset. And you're going to negotiate the price. You're going to go through title, closing, everything on your phone. The last contract I did for a house I did on my phone. Okay? Signed everything on my phone. Okay? So, what I can tell you, guys, negotiation in the future is going to eliminate jobs because technology is going to eliminate jobs. There's going to be a lot more unemployed. And so, get while the getting's good, man. Okay, because what I can tell you, guys, you got to be an android. You got to be a robot in the next 100 years. And if you're not one with your phone, like, when you marry someone, two become one. I say, screw that. Marry a robot. Marry your phone. Because when you marry a phone, guys, okay, your phone, okay, it's good. It supplements your ignorance. When I'm ignorant of something, I look up something on my phone. I'm smart. Like, I could Google right now, how fat is Rihanna? And they'll say like 210 pounds, okay? So I automatically subsidize my dumbness, my ignorance from Google. Like some of you guys are, oh shit, what's the size of the average penis? You Google it because you want to get smarter. Okay. So you guys are Googling all type of shit to learn shit because the phone supplements your ignorance. It's every book in the world is in your phone. Okay. So I don't know why people are cheap on their phone and they're expensive on their storage unit. They're allocating money to the wrong source. Okay. And when you're not a good steward of your money, there was a parable in the Bible about that. Your money's taken from you and given to someone else. Your talents, your gifts. You got the gift to be a caretaker. Okay. But you don't want to put in the work. So not only will you not get a reward, but your gift will be given to someone else. Okay. So guys, everyone's got some type of gift. I'm not going to say everyone's going to be rich because we know that's true. But guys, look, I'm basically living in poverty, even though I ain't in poverty. So there's no excuse. Okay. If you're of sound mind, sound body, if you got a disability, if you're in the hospital, if there's then look, guys, you got to work with what you got. Okay. But I'll tell you right now, if I was on disability, I would do videos about being on disability. How do you get disability? What's the best things about being on disability? What's the worst? If I was in subsidized housing, I would here's 5 ways to get subsidized housing. What's the best thing about subsidized housing? What's the worst? I would use what I have. Okay. I would make videos about, these are what, guys, people don't want to know how to live in a car and how to negotiate. They want to know how to get subsidized housing. Why aren't you doing videos about it? They want to know how to get disability. More people want to know that than they want to know about me. So I'm trying to put you guys up on game. Use your gift, okay, and get to work. Even if you're disabled, whatever. You're watching me. So if you're watching me, that means you can make a video, okay? So you're not that disabled, and I'm not trying to say that hurtfully to anyone. And I'm not thinking about anyone. I know everyone internalizes like, oh, my God, he's talking to me. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking in general to my mindset. I'm trying to encourage you, like, Tony, play the saxophone, whatever you can do. Now, you may not want to be famous. You may want to be internet. But I'm at least want to spark something in your mind, in your soul, to get your engine going to do something, okay? So that you are not sleeping late, eating unhealthy, and making life harder than it needs to be. Life already hard, okay? I know it, and I testify to it. And I don't minimize anyone's pain. I know there's real pain out there. I don't want to add to it. But what I want to tell you is, for me, I'm just practicing what I preach. I looked at my life. I said, oh, shit. I'm really unhappy. I want to get a little bit better. I know life's not perfect. And I started making decisions. And I started taking steps and being consistent. And now I'm talking about Fat Rihanna, okay? And what I can tell you is this, guys, I'm internet famous. Do I want to be famous? No. Do I want to make supplemental income? Yes. You take the good with the bad. You take the good with the bad. Okay? So let me tell you something right now, guys. You can't have everything, okay? You got to sacrifice some things. I got to sacrifice my privacy. I really don't want to, okay? Because I'm a private person. And that's not just hot air. 99.9% of my time is by myself. I've seen people recognize me in the street. I'm like, that's not me. Because I don't want to be famous. Okay. I don't even want to be like the president. I don't want to be any to me, I just want to live my best life for me, how I define it, on my terms. Okay. Some people get it, some people don't. I don't negotiate with people who don't get it. Oh, I don't like when you say this. I don't like, well, I'm not negotiating with you. People still don't understand that shit. I'm not negotiating with you. Okay. Because I know I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate for a viewer. I'm not desperate for a member. I appreciate my members and my viewers, but I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to babysit you because I'm doing a disservice to you. That's what got you fucked up now. Your government-issued therapist done fucked you up. Okay. And you sitting there, you living worse than ever. Your mental health is worse than ever. Your physical health. Your doctor who's overweight, got diabetes himself, they're prescribing you pills. And you're sitting there, you don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. You've been quarantined for a year. You haven't worked for 8 months. You're paying for a storage unit, and you're trying to figure out when Joe Biden's going to get you the stimulus. And what I can tell you is, look, guys, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Because I'm living in a car for 4 years. No air conditioning, no heat, maintaining a job, doing side jobs, okay? And I'm showing up on YouTube every day, okay? And what I can tell you is, guys, look, you got to put some shit into your life. Because negotiating is all about really improving yourself, knowing yourself. And when you know and you have worth, and it takes a while to get there, it doesn't just happen, then you got more power in the game. You got more options, okay? But you can't go like, oh, yeah, I got more options when you ain't putting no work into your life, okay? Because, you know, when you're the fat Rihanna, but you're broke, and you're living in someone else's house, you're not Rihanna, you know? You're Lisa. Okay, that's a big difference. Okay? And if there's a Lisa watching this, I'm not thinking about you. I just made a general name. Everyone thinks I'm talking about them. I'm not talking about you, man. I'm trying to give general name examples. Damn it. I know everyone writes me at night. They write me all their problems. I wake up in the morning and say, motherfucker, block, block, block. Before I even have my coffee, I gotta listen. It's like what was that movie with Jim Carrey when he was like, when everyone was sending them prayer requests, or Evan Almighty or whatever. And I said, oh my God, let me put this in spam. I can't handle everyone's problems. Guys, I'm not the Federal Reserve. Now let's take hydration break. Go back live comments. Thank you again, Bree. Martha, laughing. Wait, Sam. Don't forget social media of approval and indecision. Poll here. Which color paint for the accent wall? Yeah, I tell you, some people think they're interior designers. What they don't realize is they'll be renovating again in 3 years. Why? Everything goes out of style in 3 years. Your car looks like a hoopty after 3 years. Your new granite countertop, your new farmer sink, it's going to look like grandma's countertop in 3 years. Every 3 years, things change. And you just spent 30 years worth of your earnings on a car, on a house that it ain't going to be in style in 3 years. Okay. I don't know anything that's in style now than it was 3 years ago. Even my Jeep Renegade don't look, like now, like, oh, the RAV4, or, this or that, the Prius, nothing looks the same. Rihanna don't look the same, okay? So 3 years ago, you may have saw Rihanna and say, I'll marry her, I want to marry her. Now you see Rihanna, like, is that Rihanna? So, guys, like, you made a 30-year commitment. You just got a second loan on your house to do a kitchen renovation. What you don't realize is you negotiated for the wrong thing, because that ain't going to be in style in 3 years, because everything changes. So what I'll tell you is keep those Dookie Brown old tiles in your bathroom. Why? You don't need renovations. You don't need them. They're a waste of time, waste of money, and they'll destroy your life, Tony. She does, Sam. It's sad. She was fine. Yeah, I'm not mad at her, though. Look, I got fat, and I'm still a little bit overweight on some metrics. So I'm not mad at her, but I'm just trying to make an example. What you know what I mean, Tony? Britney Spears and Christine, too, ate their bodies away. And they got old. They did drugs. They cut their hair. They dated abusive men. They did it to themselves. How? K equals it's over. I got the response once. So, guys, I got rejected at times. I've eaten both slices of the cake. Martha, laughing. Date night, total disaster. Yep, nope. Anything set up under a context of preconditions ruins the mood. Guys, it's a total disaster. Date night, it's over. Good job. Martha, yeah, Brie. Hey, y'all. Tony, hey, Martha. Brace. Do you negotiate in your mind taking low door? I take every DoorDash offer. I had a 90% approval rating. I know broke people that deny, I'm not taking this low ball offer. You're broke. You take every offer. It's like some people say, I'm not going to work at Walmart. I'm going to get a better job. Guys, when I was broke, I'd work any job, minimum wage job. And even when I have money, when I'm working, I took 90% approval rating. People who don't accept lowball offers are broke people with storage units, bad health, mental and physical. And that's why they're in the shit. So take 90% of your offers. Only reject very few. Martha, hey Tony. Martha, yes, above all else, respect, all caps, the person. I get it. We joke about this behavior or that. But at the end of the day, respect one another. Respect yourself. Look, I talk wild on YouTube. I don't have the same emphasis and the same words when I'm sitting down at the negotiation table. It's not proper. But it's a general mindset in a form of entertainment while being real and honest, is that this is how you got to look at life. Okay, good job. How garbage bags. The only way to downsize, throw stuff out. You don't need to add stuff to downsize. Some people go to Target, they buy storage bins to downsize. No, you don't buy stuff to downsize, you throw out stuff to downsize. Some people buy a second house to downsize to a smaller house. No. You sell your house first and then you buy a smaller house. Some people got the game ass backwards, and that's why they're the fat Rihanna with the small savings account. They're not, because they're not Rihanna. they're not even close. Keeping up a rate. Oh yeah, her 401(k)'s be growing. Hey guys, my dick growing when I hear my money growing. That's how I tell you. That's how I feel. Martha. Got a $49 storage unit. You're in poverty. Short term. No such thing as short term. That's like telling me, yeah, I'm just dating a psychopath short term. No. Unless you tell me, I'm be honest with you, I know I may lose this member and I respect that. I respect you. Unless you're moving in the next 3 months and you already have a contract for a house, I think you're wasting money. But this is my opinion. It's your money. This is my opinion. She goes, I got $49 storage unit short term while on full IT salary. Already had decided dumping it in spring before this channel. A freedom of things to come in spring. Now, you sound like a fat person and tell me you're going to go on a diet January 1st. My prediction, you're still going to have your storage unit in spring. Your salary is going to be less. You're going to be more desperate, and you're going to make worse decisions. I respect you, but if I really want to give you value out of your 33 cents a day that you can cancel right now if you're not happy with the answer, is if you're not willing to get your storage unit canceled before Christmas, you're not serious about downsizing. If you're not willing to go on a diet before the holidays, you're not serious about losing weight. You are the fat, broke Rihanna. Hal, Jennifer Hudson. You might as well be the fat, broke Jennifer Hudson too. Martha, how about a piece of zucchini, not at 1 p.m.? Sounds like the overweight, fat, Chris Rock. I don't know. Not Chris Rock. It was Chris Tucker got fat. Martha, leave my girl Rihanna alone. No, she lost it. And let's be honest, but she got more money than me. So who gives a shit? Hal, Martha, she did lose it. No doubt about it. Tony, you can negotiate your phone price if you buy it outright instead of paying it. Yeah, but then you tie up capital. Like for me, like if you can get a 0% interest loan, right? Even if you kept that money in a savings account, even if you got like 0.1% interest, you made more money than if you finance something with no interest. So I know some people disagree with that. That's fine, but that's how I look at it. I'd rather keep the capital liquid in my account rather than for the phone. But everyone's different, and plus for tax purposes. Look, I'd rather stretch it out, write it off as a deduction. But it all depends. Everyone's different with that. Tony, shoot, Sam. My girl's pulling that Division I school money. Oh, yeah, she's a pharmacist. Biggest drug dealers in the game right now, the pharmacists. They work at Walgreens. You say, Sam, we're the biggest drug dealers in the world? They work at Walgreens and CVS. They don't work on a street corner anymore. Because, guys, prescription pills, the biggest drug killing people. But I've made a lot, and not that all prescription drugs are bad, but you know what I mean. But I've made a lot of musicians before I met her saying, I'm not mad at you. I didn't marry for the cash. Well, that didn't hurt. Married her if she was broke. Well, I don't know about that. I love you, man. I respect your life. I'm not mad. It didn't help that she was rich. I'm not mad at that. You're right, sir. Thank you. Sabrina. Sabrina. This is crazy. Let's take hydration break. I love everyone. Sabrina, if you are between jobs, sound like somebody ain't work, it's good to do a part-time volunteer. Now, don't do volunteer, do DoorDash. Volunteering is for people who are scared to go back in the workforce. And so what they do is they offer their time for free for other people who aren't working. Have you ever seen a depressed person try to counsel a depressed person? Have you ever seen a poor person not working try to help another poor person not working? The best thing you can do is be productive, not volunteer. Volunteering, okay? I've been volunteered. I volunteered while I was working. I had a nonprofit while I was working. And what I met was people would volunteer as a distraction from not getting their own life together, but to try to feel better about themselves. They would do something because they knew they couldn't get in trouble for volunteering. They knew a homeless person couldn't argue with them. They knew they were better than a drug addict. They wanted to feel better about themselves, so they gave to someone because, well, maybe I'll be in a homeless shelter one day. And what I can tell you is this. If you ever get to the point where you have to be in a homeless shelter, you're going to wish you would have DoorDashed instead of volunteering at a homeless shelter. So what I tell you is if you're of sound mind and body, don't volunteer DoorDash. If you're on disability or a fixed thing and you got extra time, then volunteer. But if you volunteer long enough, what you're going to realize is the only people that can help the poor is the Federal Reserve. And the only people that can help a drug addict is no one. Why? Because until they're willing to help themselves, you're wasting your time. That's what I've been through. Do part-time volunteer, build a skill. So your resume padded. Kind of disagree, but I respect you, Sabrina. I know what you're kind of saying, Sabrina. Rhea got a whole new market with the makeup fashion taj. Guys, you put pig on a lipstick, you're still a pig. And guys, the better you look, the less makeup you have to wear. When I was real skinny, any clothes I put on look good. When you're fat, you gotta look for the right outfit because you're fat, and you gotta look black. You gotta find a black outfit. It's gotta fit your fat ass a certain way. When you look good, you can throw on a white tee, and you're fucking doing it. Okay, so guys, fat people need to wear more makeup and wear better clothes because you gotta distract from the fact that you fat. Okay, I know because I've been obese. Okay, and what I can tell you is this: don't have Chick-fil-A. You got Bryce. Why you hate Rihanna? I'm just calling it how it is, man. I'm not hating. She richer than me, but she also fatter than me. That's truth, Martha. The Cell was a phenomenal. Oh yeah, it was a good movie. Film about sadistical. Yeah, it's about life. It's about your brother, your mother, the people that you're going to volunteer to help. Yeah, warp psychology. Volunteer to help some people. You're going to see it. Machinist form, traumatized child. I've seen it myself. Do not receive the credit it was deserved. I agree. The Girl in the Spider Web, another one. I'll have to look at that one. But Martha, you're right. That Cell was an underrated movie. I totally agree. Excellent comment, Tony. Martha, all the Alex Cross. Oh, I didn't even know. Is this the director or the author? Alex Cross movies were fantastic. I never heard of that name. I'll have to look it up. Sabrina, I love you, Sabrina. I am planning fishing videos. There you go. Okay, that's all I like to talk about. I'd rather do fishing videos than volunteer at the soup kitchen. Why? You got to work on yourself before you can work on other people. And I want you to get into a rhythm of respecting yourself, respecting your time. Because when you volunteer, and I've volunteered many a times, is you're going to realize people don't respect your time. Why? Because they don't respect themselves. And when someone don't respect themselves, the only people that can help them is the Federal Reserve and controlled institutions, not someone volunteering on their part-time. In most instances, there's some exceptions, in my opinion. She goes, I'm going to do some videos about fishing. I like that. I've already created a channel and have built an audience of 1K. All right, we'll have to subscribe. Though I haven't made a video yet. Then you got to figure out how 1,000 people subscribe and you ain't doing one video. Yeah, you got to, I don't know. I got the audience by watching others. Damn it. Well, you're a smart marketer. See, here's the positive. You're a good marketer. Okay. Here's the negative. You're not showing up to work. Okay. You can have a great product, be a great marketer, but if you don't have a product to sell, you got an audience watching no show. Like, guys, I got 45 people in here right now. They're dropping about a second. But I'm here every night. So over time, I build up more than someone who's got 1,000 viewers. Guys, I know people get way more views than me, but they're not consistent. I lapped them a million times. They don't even realize I lapped them because they're so ignorant. They look at one video, so he's only got like 200 views. That's not a lot. But what they don't realize, if you add those up, times 365, times 2 videos a day, times 4 years, times all the extra supplemental, guys, I lapped them 20 years ago because they didn't upload one video or they didn't upload a video in 2 weeks. They took a break. And they didn't need a break. They needed to do a little bit more videoing. But I know why, because it's mentally hard. But I tell you, before you do a video, get rid of the storage unit. Before you do a video, take care of your physical health. Stop eating Chipotle. Before you do a video, have 2 side hustles and a main job. Why? Because YouTube will break you. YouTube is the strip club for someone who's going to school with college loan debt, never worked, and doesn't know how the street element is. If you decide to be a stripper and you don't have another job, you're in big time debt and you've never been in the game, the strip club will break you. Okay. When I'm in the strip club, but guys, I've been in the game. I got my shit together. So even for me, it's tough. It's only by the grace of God. And what I can tell you, $5 super chat. I'm in a strip club. Yeah, that's me. I'm making it. Damn it, Martha. Thank you. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Bree. Guys, I'm trying to give you game. I know it sounds like I'm being rough, but I am actually trying to tell you the steps you got to take to go forward. Damn it, Martha. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Bree. I appreciate everyone. Let's take a hydration break. Celebration. Celebration, working hard. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Martha. Tony, fishing nice. I fish also. If you were ever to come to Maryland, hold on, Sabrina, so much. Damn it, Sabrina. I appreciate that. Now, before you make it, I appreciate it. That's all I want to tell you. Thank you, and I'll keep my mouth shut. Remember this, guys. Sometimes I got to remind myself because I get too crazy. Thank you, and keep your mouth shut. Keep it up with Bree. $1.99 super chat. Damn it, it builds up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You say something smart and funny. No. When you're getting too excited, thank you and keep your mouth shut. When you're at the negotiation table, keep your mouth shut a little bit. You gotta calm yourself. Because when you get over emotional, you start saying shit, and you know what happens, guys? The panties come up. Because you blew it. You start talking too much. The panties are coming up when you start talking too much. Right now, the Holy Spirit said to me, Sam, shut the fuck up. And I said, thank you, Lord. Because I almost went too far. I said, shut the fuck up. I said, thank you. I'm trying to teach you tonight how to negotiate. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't think they listen, but this is some good shit. And I'm in a public parking lot trying to watch my back. I'm doing 50 things at once. They're sitting there chilling in their house. All right, let's continue. Where are we at? Thank you very much, everyone. Tony, like Rick Ross said, Sam, every day I'm hustling for what you want in life. Yeah, and Rick Ross ain't taking care of his health. He has a seizure. Anyone know when Rick Ross dropped the last single? I don't remember. I know this. He better start taking care of himself. Hold on just a second, guys. You gotta watch this. I tell you, every fucking time I got people. Just gotta be extra careful, man. Hold on a second. Bear with me. I don't like when people circle by me and then park next to me. Don't like it. Reposition, guys. You're always negotiating your safety when you're living on the road. And if you don't think you are, you ain't living on the road long enough. It's probably nothing. But you better safe than sorry. That's what I tell you. My 4 years on the road. You always got to have the Magic Johnson peripheral. Because if you don't, there's someone coming behind you ready to steal the ball. You better believe it. Now, maybe they're not. But I'll tell you this, it never hurts to, just put the elbow out there. Keep your safe distance. Sabrina, cool, Tony. Martha, that is true. They don't have regular money and lives like us. Yeah, guys, look. The average person doesn't have the liberty to take as much risks as someone who is at a certain economic scale. And so the less risk you can take, the less you'll grow your money. So when you're poor or average, what you have to do is focus not losing your money, grow your money, and then incrementally take risk as you build your wealth, and you mitigate that risk through a steady job, through steady income, through being wise in your spending. And then before you know it, you're not shopping at the Dollar Tree. Before you know it, you're not driving 20 miles to save 5 cents on gas, because now you've moved up to another level. But you don't start at that level. You don't start by making $100,000 a year. You start by making $25,000 a year, okay? You start by making $10,000 a year as a DoorDasher. You start and you build your way up incrementally, and then along the way, before you know it, you may not ever have Rihanna money, you know what I mean? But you will have better money. There's no perfect life. You got to get a little bit lucky. There's your best life, though. What's your best life? The opposite of your worst life. What's your worst life? You do less and you talk more. What's your best life? You do more, you talk less. Good job. Tony. Martha thought it all depends. I know some various famous musicians, but they are the same people. I also know a band, Cough Cough, Good Charlotte, that are pricks. That's interesting. Martha, thank you again for that gracious tip. I'm glad I can make you laugh. Sabrina, thank you for understanding. I love you. Appreciate you. And keep it up, Brie. I'm very thankful for you as well. Sabrina, you speak the truth, Sam. It's out of love. I love and respect you. Thank you. Martha, at Tony. Bruce Springsteen, he's from New Jersey, is A+. There is just, but is a recluse and not doing pop walks. And he's old. Very old now. I don't think he's getting good money anymore. So as you get older, the less you're going to work. Like, sometimes I don't want senior citizens taking my message and saying, oh shit, I'm being lazy. Look, when you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, guys, you're not going to be wanting to DoorDash. Okay. So my message is mainly for the younger and middle age when in regards to pushing yourself. But even if you're a senior, you should be pushing yourself a little bit to do something productive only for your own well-being. Maybe not because you're trying to build up wealth, but just to try to keep yourself going, trying to keep your knees from getting arthritis, trying to keep your mind active away from dementia. So, like, if you're a senior citizen, why would you do videos, or why would you do DoorDash, or why? It may not be because you're going to change your economic circumstance. It may just mean because you're trying to keep your body in motion, because the body in motion stays in motion. Okay, someone sleeping late and watching Hallmark movies. I mean, you got to do what you want, but I'm just trying, share some value. Good comment, Martha. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen, he can hold, man. Hal, street smarts. Yeah. A lot of people don't have street smarts. That's true, and it comes from experience. Not that you can always get it right, because there's, no matter how smart you may be, how much common sense, street smarts, there's always things that can get you from a blind side. You're never going to get everything 100%, but street smarts is just like stock market smarts. It's like, you're not going to pick the perfect thing. You're trying to mitigate risk. So for me, I'm always looking at the movements around me, and I'm always, backing up when I park, and I'm always like watching looking at my six. Not because I think I'm going to get every predator, not because I think everyone's out to get me. I'm just trying to mitigate risk. Sometimes I just move from a parking lot, move from an area, not because I have to, just I keep it moving. Can't hit a moving target, at least not that much. Now, again, can someone be plotting on me and get me? Anyone can be touched. Anyone. Okay. So, all I'm trying to do in life is mitigate risk. There's no guarantee. So, that's true. Sabrina, it's good you move, thank you. That's like a person choosing to sit next to you, and next to you on the city subway bus. Yeah, I rode the train many times in Manhattan while the bus is empty. I did the bus a few times. I hate the bus. Stay safe, Sam. Thank you very much, Sabrina. I totally get it. Martha, Tony. Yes, Alex Cross films. I'm gotta look him up. And Christopher Nolan films. Okay, good comments. I never knew them. Tony, speaking of musicians, Bob Dylan just sold his catalog for $300 million. Yeah, I wasn't really a big Bob Dylan fan, or I don't know much of his material. I know he was more of a country rock, and I know he had like a lot of dark songs. But I wasn't really a big Bob Dylan fan, but I know he's very famous. Sabrina, wow, Tony, that's a lot of money for a music catalog. Yeah. I think Michael Jackson died damn near broke. Why? He spent out of control. He had a lot of lawsuits, and he was a drug addict at the end. So you guys, you say, well, I know someone making $150,000 a year. I do too, and I'll tell you, they're broke. Why? They got a boat, they got jet skis, they got 2 houses, they got 3 kids, and they doing renovations. And so, guys, you can have Michael Jackson money and still be broke. Tony, and Martha met and jammed with Bruce. He is so nice, but very quiet. Okay. I'll see. Yeah, you've been around the music scene, brother. All right, guys and girls, I appreciate you. I'm very thankful. I hope that my message helped or encouraged or inspired or made you laugh, did something positive for you. Again, don't internalize anything I said in a negative way. I just try to share in a very real way, in an authentic way, in a platform that's very raw and rough, because we do about an hour a night, and I'm not gonna bullet point it. I'm gonna just give it to you. You take it and then you run with it. And I have gratitude for those who showed appreciation through watching. All my members, thank you. All the super chats, thank you. Martha, Bree, Sabrina, thank you. Hal, I am ready to work. I know you are, brother. You're a smart guy too. You're gonna kill it out there. I am ready to take a pay cut. I know you're ready to do what you do. Like I say, I may just spark you, but you already got it in you. You know what I mean? I know that you're a superstar, man. So to me, you don't have to sell me on you. I know you got it in you. So I know you're gonna crush it when you're ready. When you're ready, it's just like, to me, like, I know some people that struggle with drugs, and I still see talent in them, but I'm not going to sit there and try to coach them for 20 hours. It's like, look, when you're ready, I think you got a lot of talent, but I can never make someone be ready, and neither can you. But there's a lot of people out there, guys. To me, I don't think lowly a lot of people. I think a lot of people do things that put themselves in a lower position, but I think they can do great things. Okay, just like me, I look at my own life. Like, there was a time I wasn't doing what so. But everyone comes to their awakenings, their come to Jesus moments, or their revelations whenever they're ready. And there's no explaining that. There's no exact science to life. It's like, when do you decide to lose weight? When do you decide to get off drugs? When do you decide to tap into your earning potential? Some people never do. Most people. And not because they can't do something. Not everyone's going to be Rihanna. I'm not going to be Rihanna. Rihanna's fatter than me, but she's way richer, and I'll probably never be as rich as Rihanna. Okay. But I'm not focused on Rihanna. Like, I don't wake up and say, I gotta be Rihanna. Okay. I'll wake up and say, what do I need to do to take care of myself well and try to make my life less suffering and make better decisions? And I gotta remember the pain from my past while still going forward. And that's what you gotta do every day. I had to get over the fact that I won't make that kind of money again. Well, you may, it just may not be immediately. See, I think you're gonna make more money. In my opinion, Hal, I think you're gonna be a director, man. I think you're gonna be like a regional manager. So, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. But I think as you're consistent, guys, everything comes through consistency. People can hate me. People cannot like me, whatever. But everyone in my personal life and in my real life, and I've gotten better over time because, again, I've been young and immature. And, but as I've grown, one thing I've tried to do is just be consistent. I'm not perfect. There's people more talented than me. People do better things than me. But at a certain level, I've persevered through a level of consistency. Okay. And that's something that you need, in a certain way. You got to have it. He goes, start from the bottom. Well, just start what you can get and then work your way up, though. Don't stay at the bottom. Like I tell you, if you got to start at Walmart, there ain't no shame in that. But don't stay there. Work up to be a manager, whatever, anything, project manager, whatever. Get your foot in like a there's no shame in being a security guard. But get a security guard job at a data center. Get a security job at a medical firm so that you can get your foot in the door of a good industry and work your way up through networking and through building your credentials. Good job. Thanks, Sam, for the push. You got it, brother. Hal. Going from 36 to 15. Yep, and you're going to go from 15 to 55. That's what I see in your future. I see 55 in your future, man. It may be 2 years, but it's a coming. Martha. Sam, respect you. Respect back to you also. But no, what you pay for gas moving around is my storage unit. Yeah, but mine's a tax deduction. Why? Because I got a YouTube channel and I live out of my car. You don't live out of your storage unit. It's not tax deduction. It's a burden. Okay. My gas helps me make videos. My gas is part of my living. It's a tax deduction and a value added to everyone who watches my videos and to my life. Your storage unit is money paid for stuff you're not using. See the difference? Big difference. So I love you, but that's fact. And my store. So, I love you. I love you. You're not going to sell me on that one, but we negotiated. It's all right. It's all right. Tony. Damn, brother, that sucks. Keep your head up all the time, brother. We're doing good. Do the best we can. Thank you, guys and girls. I love you. I'll see you in the next one, man. Maybe. We'll see.